welcome to Naturally Amazing. I'm Jada from Community Management, and I'm here with Tiago from Game Design for this magical event. And together we are...
The Tender Tag Team!
Yay!
Yay!
Tiago, thank you for being here. Can you tell me something about this event?
Yes, I can tell you everything. As you guys remember, on the last event, you had the goblins being transformed by the Fairy Queen into flowers until the gardens were reconstructed. And after they turned back into goblins, one little goblin actually felt slightly off. When he went back to his village, he actually couldn't fit that place anymore. And that was not so clear for him why. And looking for the truth, he went back to the flower fields. He walked there, hearing the animals, feeling the place, and he found a very nice rock where he sit and starts to think. But flowers are blooming, there's a lot of pollen everywhere, and the magical pollen coming into his nose actually made him sneeze so hard that boom, he became a flower goblin again. And everything was clear for him. He's actually the flower goblin, and that's exactly what he wants to do. So in this event, he, together with the help of our players, will build the Flower Goblin's Epiphany and a huge garden around it, where the animals will gather and talk with the Flower Goblin. Because as a goblin, he couldn't, but now that he's a Flower Goblin, he can listen to what the animals say and what they think. And that is his mission. Now he's going to fulfill the mission he brought for himself, making Avenar the more beautiful continent possible and learning with all the animals around important things for his development.
Wow. It's amazing. And what is this Flower Goblin Epiphany?
Yeah, to remind him of his transformation, his understanding, he saw his place where he transformed again into a flower and decided to create a small monument for that. So this is our main evil building for this event, the Flower Goblin Epiphany, and there he actually expresses his creativity with nature. In the beginning, it's just a little bit of rocks, but the Flower Goblin builds a temple on it and builds grow a very big red lotus and a blue lotus. And for our players, these place will give you culture, population, of course, a very good supply of seeds, and you also can gather sentient goods. And in the end, for the players that get the last level, to level 10, they will also be able to gather ancient wonder knowledge. So the place is incredible for players that are looking to advance in the chapters, grow their ancient wonders. So seeds, goods in a higher tier, and ancient wonder KP is everything you need. And actually, that is the topic of our event, prosperity. So that's what we bring to you.
Super nice. I wanted to talk about all the other flowers that you can grow in this event. But first, I see that some players already have some questions for us. For example, Xavier, what buildings can adorn the mountainside behind the city? I think he's talking about the beautiful changes that the cliff on the right side of the screen can have when you build ancient wonders into your city. There are specific ancient wonders that change the landscape around you. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, that's something to discover. When you unlock your ancient wonders and you build them, the background of the city will change. But I think that's something we should keep a little bit more of a surprise. Research it, go in the tech tree, get your ancient wonder, and boom, you get a surprise, and the background is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, I have a little bit of these changes, but not all of them, and I can't wait to have the whole cliff transformed into a beautiful, luscious landscape. I love it. I love this, and our artists are so talented. Patty, why the wait times to be able to do the next quest. It limits us on how many shovels we can get without having to buy them. I think Patty is referring to when you come to the last few of the quests and you have the time gated one quest per day. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, we think that when the events are coming to an end, the players are not forced to, they don't need to make and complete so many quests. So when it gets to the end, you have long amount of quests that will be repeating, but they have this timer to also make that the end of the rhythm in the end of the event is a little bit slower, so the players can actually focus on the end game strategy, what they want to do in the end, and start moving from the strategy for the event back to the strategy of the main game.
Cool. I have Adam that is asking, I have 12 hours left. But the garden...
To buy the Guardian Outpost.
Yes, to buy the Garden Outpost. But I have no extra land space to add anything to my town. Is it worth getting still if I cannot place it before the event is over in 20 days?
If you don't have space in your city, I would recommend you to use a teleport scroll. Store one of the buildings and place the Guard Outpost. And yeah, it is always important to use these during the events. So don't waste time. Use a teleport scroll, add the outpost, and you're going to be good for the rest of the event.
That's a really good tip. Thank you, Tiago. We also have Welsh Hoodie that is saying, fantastic game, because the game is still growing. Will you be looking into making more city expansions? So we know that city expansions are loved and requested everywhere. What are the plans towards them?
Yeah, as the game progresses and new chapters are coming and the game evolves, we will have more city expansions. Quite sure the grid size will grow to a certain point. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Thank you, Tiago. We can go then into what kind of flowers you can plant now in your city, because the Flower Goblin has a lot of plans on decorating the city that is hosted into. So what can you tell more about those flowers?
We have been always paying attention to what the community wants, and we have been seeing that a lot of people would like to add a little bit more of decoration to their cities. Having these small buildings that can be placed everywhere, and that will bring a different feel for the city. So looking forward to that, we decided on this event that we will give you all you need to make a beautiful garden in your city. So on this event, we are releasing the red begonia fields, the yellow amaryllis field, the blue amaryllis field, garden stones. All these pack of 6 flowers can be found in the board. So every time you plant one of the seeds, you will be able to find them. And they are all about prosperity. So you're going to have better trades with the wholesaler, the enchantments, the instants you cast, power of provision and sorcerer endowment, and magical manufacturing will be lasting for longer times. We have also the neighborly help. Will have the culture boost from neighborly help will last longer when players come and polish your structures. These will last for long. And the garden stones will allow you to increase your training size based on the amount and level of your armories. It's all about prosperity. You use your spells and you're going to get better output. You train units, you're going to get a better output. If you help your friends, you're also going to get a better output. And they are one by one. They're really small. So there is sometimes this corner that you don't have the building that actually fits there. Put a flower there and the flowers will last until the end of the season. So you plant it, you have 60 days to enjoy. And then when summer comes, then the flowers will stop for a while.
Mm-hmm. They will wither out, right? But
Yeah.
you can have more of them. The more you play the event, you can stock them, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And I see that like these flowers are amazing because depending on your interest and your play style, you can be more interested in one flower. For example, the players that battle a lot may want stone, while players that get a lot of bonuses for their culture by getting neighborly help may want some other
Hmm.
flowers, for example.
Hmm.
And also, can they stack?
Yes, they can.
Oh, amazing.
We
Yes.
would we will not make these effects limited. We want to see cities filled with flowers. I think that is the main focus of the event, is making the city filled with flowers. So don't be shy. Place your flowers. It's going to look incredible. And as soon as you put them down, you're going to see all the results from. It doesn't matter if you are battling also or if you are just producing, you're going to see the results. Magical manufacturing for longer times. All the spells will be more efficient. So yeah, that's what we wanted to give. Flowers everywhere.
Amazing. Nino is asking, are there going to be more cool expiring buildings in the future?
Definitely. We understood from our community that the expiring buildings are something that our players love to have, so they can plan ahead. And yes, we are working consistently into bringing cooler expiring buildings. And if you guys have any idea, something you guys want to see, just leave a comment in the video. Just send us the ideas, and we definitely will evaluate and try to bring something new, something fresh, and something really motivating.
Yes, like Thiago is saying, guys, let us know what you like about our events and what you would want to have changed, maybe that you would really enjoy having the next events. We love your ideas, and we cannot promise, of course, to realize them all, but we maybe can take inspiration and see. So let us know. It's very important for us. Shannon says the artists are incredible. It is
They are
absolutely
crazy.
true.
They are super good artists. And they are actually I think they do the events more magical than everything. So
Yes, yes, absolutely. Alejo Gonzalez, hello. Why don't we have a ranking ladder in this event? He's talking about leagues. Why don't we have leagues this event, Tiago?
well, because not all the events are competitive. Some events we just want to enjoy the view, have some flowers. We did the same thing for winter, but I can promise you that you're not losing anything because the leagues are not available there. We just want to have some competitive features in specific events, and events that are more relaxing. We want to have more relaxed play style.
Teresa is sending us a lot of emojis full of hearts. Hi, Teresa. Falcon Wing, hi, hello, welcome back. The small one-on-one buildings are great. They work well. We think the same.
Thank you.
Robert, an event change I'd love to see. Guarantee all 9 artifacts if you complete the event, every quest. Ooh, that's kind of difficult in balancing though, right, Tiago?
I think no, it's balanced too. If you complete all the quest lines, you're gonna get at least, it's balanced to get 10. And
Ooh, really?
yeah, it's you
even
have to
even more than you need.
No, sorry, 9 to get to level 10. 9. But when you don't, when you're not able to finish the quest, all the quest line, and get the 9 artifacts, you can have the artifacts from other sources. They sometimes appear in crafting. They sometimes are in the fellowship adventures. So one thing I'm sure is we're not going to leave you guys hanging with a level 9 structure. It's going to happen.
Amazing.
Sooner or later.
All right. Let's go back to the fantastic buildings that you can have for this event, because not all buildings are expiring.
And not all buildings are the same also. So
yeah,
in this event, we bring you also on the first day, the Tender Tag team. And the Tender Tag team will give you culture and seeds. So the tree where the Tender Tag team lives is a place for you to relax, get a little bit inspired, and also collect some seeds. We have the Soothing Pond. There is a very good amount of culture and gives you some population. You got also the Primordial Gecko, where the big gecko is sitting on top of the lotus flower, and that will produce you a little bit of mana. For the players that actually go for the Royal Prize Pass, you will receive a good amount of population also from the Hummingbird Temple, one of the central pieces of our garden maze. Because if you get all the dailies and you really put them together, it is precisely a maze. And you guys can try it. Collect all the dailies, put them there, and you're going to see that they look incredibly all together.
Yeah, it looks like a quiet Zen garden. It's amazing. And also like the Hummingbird Temple is like so cute with the hummingbirds on top.
That's an incredible animation. I love it.
Yes.
And not only that, like for the dailies, we are bringing back to you the Bumblebee Stables where you can get drone riders. We have the Blossom Light Post with culture and population. You have also the Petal Bridge. It's super cute. It's not a very big building that gives you culture, population, and mana. Also the Aureate Willow that I personally find it gorgeous. So all these buildings are coming back and they are available on the daily rotations.
But I know that if you have the Royal Prize Pass, you get also the Arcane Ferris wheel.
Yes, that I was saving that. Yes, on the Royal Prize Pass, we made you a new Ferris wheel. We know that you guys were getting a lot of Ferris wheels and you're enjoying the Ferris wheel galore. So we want to propose something new for this event. So if you guys have the Royal Prize Pass and you go all the way to the end of it, you're going to find a brand new Arcane Ferris wheel. So there is where the mages go to have some fun. And sometimes they let some items up that might be quite interesting for your crafting. Some spell fragments, some time read boosters, some sip of clarity sometimes, and combining catalysts. So it's quite interesting to go to. Yes, we're going to have some sips of clarity laying on the floor just under the Ferris wheel.
Oh, nice.
I know mages, big pockets, they're always dropping. And that's not only it on the Royal Prize Pass. You have also the Vitality Surges 100. You have Spectral Stone, pet foods. You're going to have also the Tome of Great Wonders that give you precisely the shards you need for the Ancient Wonders you're working now. We gave also some Portal Prophets that are also there. So this event, the Royal Prize Pass, is incredible, incredible. But the grand prizes are not also behind.
Really?
Yes, we also have there the Tome of Wonders that gives you the shards you need. They get pet food. You have Spectral Stones for the Spire. You have also the Tome of Opulence, the Sip of Clarity. And for the players that are really good gardeners and really go deep into the production, you also get in the end of the Grand Prize Pass, our new avatar.
And what avatar might that be?
I don't know. It's a secret you tell. What do you think it is?
It's a sugar glider.
It's a sugar glider. So we're going to have sugar gliders as our main avatar. So if you go all the way to the end, you're going to find there a very cute sugar glider. So you can remember always about Naturally Amazing. And for players that go even further, we prepared the Tome of Blissful Spring, where you can get, evil buildings from the previous years.
The spring evolving buildings?
Yes, you can get the spring evolving buildings back.
Nice.
So if you missed it from the last event, you can always go there and find them in the Tome of Blissful Springs. And we also give you the artifacts with the Tome of Blossoming artifacts. So there you also have the artifacts to either make your previous event building go that step you need more to go to level 9 or level 10, stage 10. Or if you don't need the artifacts, we also have some rare restorations there where you can bring it to the current chapter. So the grand prizes and the royal prizes are now incredible.
Super cool. Wow. Let's see. We got some new questions.
Sure.
There's Wagnerus Lewis that is sending us hearts. Hello. Fred, enjoying this event a lot. Great fun. We're having fun with you, Fred. Gita, Greetings from Denmark. And she has a question. Will we get prizes / buildings that produce Unurium?
In this event, you're not going to have it, but we had in the past the Bobblings delivery service, the Bobblings, the December Evo building.
Yes.
Bobblings Express service, I'm sorry, that you can get in Unurium. And yeah, I think in the future we might have more buildings that produce in Unurium. It's not impossible.
For the Winter Magic event, last Winter Magic event, maybe there will be any chance in the next Winter Magic event to get that back with a tome?
I don't know. We have to check.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe also in the crafting. Sometimes these Evo buildings appear there.
Cool. Falcon Wing, idea. A mysterious ship arrives at the north shore of Elvenar. You set out to meet these people. You learn who they are and when they're from. Maybe a new chapter? Wow, Falcon Wing is ambitious. We'll see. I cannot promise anything, but this is a really cool idea to have something like the air traders again. Would be really, really cool. Robert's idea, Tome of Tomes, a tome where every tome ever offered, Tomeception.
Tomeception.
What do you think about this, Thiago?
I would love to do it, but I think it's too many clicks. Tome inside a tome inside a tome.
Yeah.
But I love Inceptions.
Cynthia, hi from Alaska. Hi.
Hi, Cynthia.
What else can you tell me about this event, Thiago?
In this event, we also have we implemented from the last event. I don't know if you guys actually paid attention when the quest conditions, but one request from the community that we heard quite often is that maybe some conditions for players that are beginning in the event were too complicated with knowledge points. So we scale them a little bit more to make them more accessible for the players. And I don't know if you guys already got to these quests, but there was also a request that players that were on later chapters, they had to build lower level manufactories to fulfill quest conditions.
Oh, yeah.
Now they don't. Now the quests are not requiring basic standard goods. They just require basic goods. So if you are producing Ascendant or Sentient goods, as long as they are on the first tier, they are also accepted in the quest conditions. So we have been working consistently to improve the quest lines, make it accessible, make it more fluid, and yeah, trying to listen to as much as we can from the community. So if you guys have suggestions, either go to the forum. Our CMs are always there taking all the questions, bringing it for us so we can discuss, or in the live Q&As. Also, it's a good space for you to ask questions. And we have
always. Yes. One more for Robert. Hi, Robert. I wish we could craft those new 5-day military buildings that were up for purchase. I mean, we got a connoisseur.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
We already have some of the 5-day expiring buildings available on crafting. If I'm not wrong, the Mage Multiplier is there. And on the Spire, they can also be found. You have the Dwarven Armor there. And I have been thinking for a while, maybe we could have them on some events in the future.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
I just need to find a good place. But I would think about it with a lot of care and a lot of love.
Okay. Yeah, because you were saying that you have done so many changes to make the event more accessible to players, and that sounds so easy, but it's a lot of work behind it. Like all our team is working on these new things and debugging them, and it's days and days and days of work just to make you guys have fun. And I hope you like it.
Yeah, precisely. I can tell you for the Arcane Ferris wheel, it took me almost a month, I think, of testing, trying, changing, and organizing everything. So We do it with a lot of passion because we know the community wants, but it takes also a little bit of time. So we will take all the suggestions in consideration and we try to tackle them one after the other. And I think the future for events in Elvenar, it's very bright. It's very good. We are always constantly, the whole team, thinking about what can be improved, what can be better, and I love it.
Yes, really. Like we said, make use of our forums because the feedback is always brought to us, and we will look at it through and see what we can do for making the game more fun.
Yeah.
Lisa is saying, I love your events. Hello from Sicily. Ciao, Lisa.
Ciao.
I love your events, but my question is, why are you doing 2 events in a row now instead of doing 1 event and then an adventure as usual? I think Lisa is referring to the fact that the last event, there was not a fellowship adventure following up.
Yes, we do. We're doing Easter, and now we're doing Naturally Amazing, and then we have a fellowship adventure. I think fellowship adventures are events that require a lot of guild coordination, and that is a lot of work. While when you do the events, it's more like it's a little bit less of effort. The players can individually. So we want to give to the guild leaders and all the fellowships time to prepare. If we do event, fellowship adventure, event, fellowship adventure, it's really too much to coordinate all along. So we want the players to be satisfied with the result from the fellowship adventures. We want them to be happy where they got, and we want to give them time to really think, organize, prepare the cities, divide responsibilities, so we have a successful fellowship adventure. And that can be seen on the efforts we did to make the fellowship adventures even better with the improvement with the bed collection system. So yeah, that is the reason.
Yeah, and also like I know that fellowship adventures are really, really sought after, especially from the competitive fellowships, because then you have a chance to get the artifacts that you maybe didn't manage to get. But at the same time, now we have introduced these tomes that actually give you the artifacts that you need. So it's something that it relieves the pressure from fellowship to always do these fellowship adventures right after the very intense activity of the event. So we take away the pressure from a fellowship activity and give the tomes to make up for it. Or am I seeing this right, Tiago?
I think that is more or less the idea. We allow the players to have a little bit of longer time to prepare, but they don't lose anything from it. As soon as they get to the final, they got on the last one the tome of Ice and Fire, and they were able to either get the Evo artifact for Bobbling or for the Echoes of the Forgotten. So there is no loss in the end.
Yes.
Shannon.
Ooh, I see it. How about a country flag next to the username in your profile for fun, so we can people all over the world? Hello from California. Hello, Shannon. Thank you for being with us.
Hello, Shannon. Thank you for being with us.
This needs to be discussed with our UI artists, and because it's something that could be optional. Maybe we need to discuss it internally. It's a really fun idea to see, because I mean we are an international team. We love the mixed cultures and languages and everything, but at the same time there could be privacy issue and so on. So we don't want to give too much information about players. We need to discuss this, but it's nevertheless a very, very cool idea.
Yeah, I'm Brazilian, Giada is Italian, right?
Yes, I am.
We are international.
Yay! So we are on the last minute, and I want to take this time to thank you all for being with us and the Tender Tag team. See you in the next Q&A.
And enjoy Naturally Amazing.
Enjoy, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.